I am happy in my life, taking care of my family, my children, my job well. Whenever I feel tired or disturbed, I go to the river Ganges and feel the vastness of the nature or visit a temple. I do my own sadhana in my privacy. I feel the divine connection within four corners of my room by following sadhana practices mentioned in the books of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo. I do not feel the need of collective living. I feel suffocated whenever I am in the midst of a group. There is also no clear mention of collective living as the only path by the Mother and Sri Aurobindo anywhere. Why should I need collective life?
First of all, the question who has put the question, he has not read Mother and Sri Aurobindo completely. Because Mother and Sri Aurobindo have clearly mentioned about the collective life. Not only mentioned, she has said that the whole evolution is preparing for that Gnostic life. Whole evolution is for that. It is growing towards that collective living. Whole evolution, story of evolution is towards the collective living. Sri Aurobindo said there was an age when people had to learn individual perfection. There was no family at that time, only individual. And Yuga Dharma supported it. People learned how to live for themselves, fighting against each other. That was necessary as a preparation. Then a time came when they started to live with their family. There is some sacrifice. I will not live for myself. I will live for my wife, my children. So a wideness came to my consciousness. That was the age where the Yuga Dharma supported family and opposed individuality. A time was there when individuality was supported. That time was over. When age of family came, at the time Yuga Dharma supported family and against the individuality. Those who wanted to live as an individual had to face lot of difficulties because the evolution was against it. Supporting the family to form, how to form it? You have to sacrifice for the family. Then a age came when you have to live for your country or society. At that time, the universal evolutionary force or Yuga Dharma supported those who sacrificed their family for the sake of country, for the sake of society. So evolutionary force supports one thing at one time and another time it leaves it. Because you have to go ahead. And Mother says, now it is the time we must go beyond our nationality also. Our patriotism, our nationality must be part of the totality. It must not be our objective. Objective is divine. Now we are in that phase. That is Gnostic society. All universe become one family. I am not Indian, you are not Pakistani. All universe become one family. So these patriotism are standing against it. But Mother says there is a place of patriotism in the collectivity if you are identified with the soul of country. If you are identified with the soul of country, then there is a harmony between the total single family and also national life. All countries have their own uniqueness. That uniqueness will not be lost, but will be harmonized in the totality. Not the patriotism we are practicing. Whatever good for India, that we are practicing now. Let the Pakistan go to hell, let the America go to hell. America what is saying? Let the India or whatever go to hell, I must prosper. India is saying, let the America go hell, let the everything go hell, I must prosper. The patriotism now followed is that I, a collective I, a nationality I, not myself, individual I. I am sacrificed my individual life for the country. But again that is ego, a greater ego. That for the sake of India, I am ready to dissolve whole world. I don't know that India cannot stay without world. Let the world go to hell, but my India must prosper. This is the philosophy presently we are following. That must go. Now the time is come that we must live for the whole universe, not only world, whole universe. In that universe, everything has its own place. India has place, beautiful place. America has also a beautiful place. All flowers together become a good, beautiful garland. There you cannot say, I must prosper. Let the all flowers go. So how it will look, the garland? If I will struggle to kill all these flowers to glorify myself, how it will look? So that is also a selfishness. The nationality we are following is also a selfishness from the greater point of view. But evolution supported nationality because that was necessary for our preparation. Now the time has come to go beyond the boundary of so-called nationality. Nationality will not go. Till now individuality is not gone. Till now the family spirit is not gone. That family spirit only is evolving to a Gnostic family. But a restricted family, a selfish family must break. Whole life I am moving around every places. I am staying in some people's house, no? They will tell from the morning to evening, my son, my daughter. Arey, whole world is that they are not son, your son and daughter. No. My daughter, my son. Their whole world is only my son, my daughter. That will break. Your son will be there, your daughter will be there in the greater family. Equal importance you will give to your daughter, at the same time daughter of another person. You will not feel that it is something. So this type of family, egoistic family, will break. But evolution has created and supported for some time to create your egoistic family. That is why it is said, ego was the helper, ego is the bar. For individual life, ego was necessary. So evolution supported. Then family life, ego was necessary. My family, my wife, my children, necessary. That is become bar for my nationality. Suppose I am standing in the Kargil war, a telegram comes, Father serious, I am living and running there. Because my family is very important for me. No. For the nation cause you have to sacrifice your family. That is also ego. Nation is also ego, but evolution supports. It is a greater thing. Then now we have reached to the point where there is no ego. Because whole universe become one. Where is the ego? For to become ego, there must be something outside. In universal consciousness, there is nothing some outside, that is why there is no ego. Once Sri Aurobindo joked mother, saying that Supreme Lord is the greatest egoist. How? Because he always lives for himself. Those who are following him, he is protecting. Those who are not following him, killing him. So he is the super egoist. He is from the beginning to the end. Do you know that he is living for anybody else? And saying that you must live for me. I will not live for you. So he is the super egoist. Who? The Supreme. Next, again, Sri Aurobindo said, it is not ego because there is nothing outside him. Ego will be, existence of ego is possible, a separate consciousness. I am different from you. That sense is not with the divine. Where is the ego? So now we are reaching to that stage where there is no place for the ego, because whole universe become a family. There will be a group, but not based on attachment, based on your inner aspiration. I will live with certain people. having same aspiration. Not because I married him. At any cost I have to live. That is why murders are going on. Because how long you will tolerate, tell me? One day, 2 days, either divorce, no, otherwise murder. Is it? How long you will tolerate? But here, there will be a family, small family, but small family is not against the totality. It is attuned with the totality, and you and myself, my aspiration and Prashant's aspiration and your aspiration are attuned. So we are discussing and discussing. Prashant is not living for hours together when he is coming to me. But ever you have talked 1 hour, 2 hours with your wife? No, not possible. Because aspiration, family, there is a ananda, delight. There, all demand. I have spent a lot of time for you. What you have spent? Have you taken to mall at any time? Not even once. All calculations, all things will come because that is based on ego. In ego, there is always a calculation. I have given so much to you. What you have given? Where you have gone? Why you are so late? Everything will come. So, the greater family will not destroy the old things, but it will make it egoless. It will make the divinity, the same member will not be there. Member will be based on the aspiration. That is why I am talking of small groups, different. All aspiring, similar type of aspiring people will live together. Imagine how beautiful it is. Just opposite of our present family life. You imagine how worst it is, how beautiful it is. Everybody says, oh, my family is good. I know how your family is. You don't, because wherever I stay, both husband and wife will tell their story to me. Husband don't know about wife. Wife does not know about his husband. But both of them tell me what happens in your Sandeep tells me and Nishtha also tells me. So in that case, those things will not be there. A beautiful, really beautiful, because it is the family of soul. In soul only the harmony is possible. You try to manage here at any cost, saying that yes, we have decided, let us there is always compromise. There cannot be a harmony unless and until there is a soul partner. Soul partner, Sri Aurobindo says, out of 1,000 or out of lakhs. Soul partner. So we have to have a aspiring family. Aspiring family, that will lead to the Gnostic family.